I was never the huge fan of horror growing up. I'm a cowardly person. I still very much am. I get scared easily, but I don't know. Recently, over the past year, I have grown to love horror, and I think that has something to do with Resident Evil as a whole. Because I've played Resident Evil in the past. I've played first one that I played through from start to finish is Resident Evil 2 Remake. Then I played 3 Remake, and the camera's bugging out. Ignore the model. 3 Remake and 4 Remake, then Resident Evil Village. Not in that order. I think Village came first before 4 Remake. Then, yeah, but that's pretty much it for my exposure with Resident Evil 7, of course. I also played Resident Evil 7 in the past, but I wasn't really a huge fan of horror because again, I get scared easily. But recently, like over the past year, a friend of mine has convinced me to play all of the Resident Evil games. Like, he loved Resident Evil 5 and he thinks Resident Evil 6 is okay. And when I think I started around like September, October, I don't think I documented me playing 5 on the center page, but I'm pretty sure I documented or at least talked about Resident Evil 6 for a bit. So yeah, it was talking about like, oh, you should really play the other Resident Evil games. Resident Evil is a great series, and I'm like, yeah, okay, like I already dipped my toes in Resident Evil, so it wasn't like a massive stretch for me to go like, yeah, okay, I'll play Resident Evil. So yeah, I played 5, and yeah, speaking of it, it was like a great timing. Like, the games were on sale at that time. I think it was like a Halloween sale, so maybe it was October anyway. So I bought like 4, 5, 6, and the Revelations game, and then of course 1 and 0. I already had the remakes of 1, 2, 3, so I thought like, yeah, I'm not gonna buy that. But what's this topic about? Right, horror. So yeah, and because of that, I kind of grew to love horror now, and like to the point where I'm playing a horror game every week, or at least like a horror game for multiple weeks because I only stream certain games on certain days, and sometimes I really want to finish them before jumping onto the next game. And yeah, I think I've done this since I started, right? Like every Thursday I play a horror game, and I've been enjoying it so far. And the scariness of each horror game varies very much. Like, we have the Marine game where it's a bit unsettling, a bit creepy, but I don't really think I'm gonna be like, I don't think that gave me nightmares or anything. What's the first horror game? Oh yeah, Quiet Place. Yeah, I didn't like that game as much. It was full of jump scares, but maybe I should come back to it. I don't hate it, but I just didn't like it because of the mechanic of it, where you have to stay silent, and sometimes I just like letting up my thoughts. I know I don't talk much on stream, but I'm trying to work on that. And I thought like, this game is not gonna let me talk. So I thought like, okay, maybe I should switch. Then I played Hololive Error, then the Marine game, and Fatal Frame, Resident Evil, Korone game, and yeah, it's just been continuing. I haven't played as much horror games as I thought I have, but I've been playing horror games. Like, I do enjoy like the thought of being scared and stuff like that. I do enjoy it. So yeah, it's like I grew to love it to the point where I have like a whole schedule pack for the next few weeks. I'm gonna see a new movie each week. So I recently seen Obsession the movie, and I thought like, it wasn't scary. I think it's like more unsettling than scary. Like, spoilers for Obsession if you haven't seen it. You should. It's really a great movie, so you should go see it. So like, Nikki, the girl who gets, for the lack of a better term, possessed. It's like so jarring to see regular Nikki and possessed Nikki. Like, there are moments where she jumps back to reality and you're like, whoa, right? Like, and she's like, whoa, what the fuck's going on, right? Like, she goes like that and I'm like, okay, yeah. So like, and that's like, it happens at like the very start of the movie. So they establish the fact like obsessive Nikki and normal Nikki are like two different persons. I should really, yeah, man, it keeps like going, this model is so annoying. So yeah, like, so yeah, they established that like, oh, these are two different people, they're not the same. And a few more things in the movie really hammer in that fact that these two are different people, right? They just share the same body or whatever, but yeah, they're two completely distinct personalities. And like, the way she acts sometimes, she's like, it's really unsettling. It's like, it made me uncomfortable. I was like, ugh, it's like squirming on my seat. But it's not scary in like the scary sense, right? It's not Silent Hill 2, which I've been playing, and it's like, yeah, that game's great. I really like it. Like, sure, I'm a coward. I said this before. I'm a coward. I get scared easily, and I run away. But I come back because, like, honestly, I enjoy the feeling of being scared. There's just something in it. Like, I enjoy it so much. Ugh, that was just scary and uncomfortable. Let's do it again. It's like a roller coaster for me, you know. It's like, yeah, it goes like, you're fearing for your life, right? You're getting really scared, but you gotta want to do it all over again, right? So that's how I came to love like horror, because like at some point I started thinking it more in that sense of like, it's a like a roller coaster ride, right? So it's like, yeah. So like, yes, my heart is racing, my hair's raised, and I get goosebumps. But I kind of like that feeling, you know? And this kind of all goes all the way back to my childhood. Again, I said it like in the previous video, video, not short form, not live stream, previous video, where I talk about childhood animes. It's that I grew up in the early 2000s, and I also grew up with Five Nights at Freddy's and other mascot horror things, right? Mainly Five Nights at Freddy's, Hello Neighbor, and what was the other one? Bendy and the Ink Machine, and Doki Doki Literature Club. Wait, nah, that's indie horror, not mascot horror. Doki Doki's not. Yeah, no, Doki Doki's not mascot horror. Forgive me for that. But yeah, I grew up with those types of games, and as a kid, like as a wee little lad, that scared the shit out of me. Especially like OG FNAF. Like, OG FNAF had this like fear factor to it. Like, it's like something like, yeah, it has that something innocent corrupting it type of feel, and that makes it more unsettling. Some people are like, I'm one of the people who don't find Five Nights at Freddy's 4 that scary, that the design of FNAF 4 that scary, because it, if I may say, it insists upon itself, right? Like, oh, the sharp jaws, the withered design, like, oh, the red eye. No, they don't have red eyes. Chica has red eyes, like, but you know, the monster designs, right? Also, Fredbear has red eyes. But the monster designs, right? Like, they're supposed to look scary. And that's the thing, right? Like, it's telling me how to feel about the thing. Like, oh, they're monsters. They're supposed to be scary. And I'm like, Okay. Alright, they're scary. Okay. But like the original designs of the animatronics, the original FNAF 1 animatronics have these like charm to them that I really enjoy. Like, and I really, yeah, I really like those like original designs way better than the FNAF 4 designs where they try to be scary. I really like it because, like, again, those were born out of like just Scott getting criticism, like, oh, your characters or your Christian games look like animatronics from Chuck E. Cheese, and they're kind of creepy and stuff like that. I don't know why he did that voice. I'm so sorry. To the critic, I forgot who it was, but yeah, I heard that. That's basically how the story goes, right? That the critic, I think it was Jim Sterling, who, I don't know. I don't watch Jim Sterling, so like, yeah, and so like, and that's what made the original FNAF designs really great, right? Like, they were like, yeah, they're unsettling, but like, why? Right? Like, why are they unsettling? They're just animatronics. I think also it's a fact that animatronics in general just have like these thing, like this overall creepy vibe to them that makes it so like, even though like they are supposed to be very kid friendly and just like you know, like, oh, approachable, they're supposed to be cute, they're supposed to look like kid friendly, right? Like, but it's the uncanny valley, if I'm correct. I don't know if I'm using any of these terms right, okay? But like, it's a uncanny valley effect, right? Or it's like something that's supposed to, like, what is the uncanny? Let me look at the exact definition of it. Like, uncanny valley. Aesthetic, something unsettling. Oh no, that's not. It's not uncanny valley, and it's something. It's something. It's just like, it's unsettling to like to look at the animatronics, right? And so, yeah, I think like growing up, I've been always exposed to horror. My mom, my mom loves the Conjuring movies. My sister is not a huge of a horror fan herself, but yeah, my mom loves the Conjuring movies, so we watched a lot of that. I remember being scared of Annabelle so much, like as a kid. But then there was The Nun. The Nun is a horror movie set in the Conjuring universe, if you don't know. And I don't think that movie is scary at all. Like, I watched that as a teenager. When did that release? Like, was I a teenager when that movie released? 2018. Yeah, I was a teenager. Almost 10 years ago. Wow. Yeah, 8 years ago. So yeah, I was a teenager when that movie released, and I'm like, I was bored watching that movie. It was like, I could fall asleep. And I think that's where the tilt started, right? Like, where I guess like being exposed to like the mascot horror stuff as a kid, like, I don't know, there was just something that draws me to horror, but I was always afraid to explore it more as a younger child or as a teenager. And I think it was like really like Resident Evil that made me go push that limit. You know, I was like, yeah, you know what? I like horror now. So yeah, and also Fatal Frame 2, the remake is some Fatal Frame is always a game that I've always wanted to play because of like Markiplier's videos. Like, Markiplier played the original Fatal Frame 2, and I really loved him playing that game. So like, I always wanted to play Fatal Frame 2, but I didn't have a PlayStation 2, so I couldn't play them. I had a PS3 in the past, but I only recently found out, like very recently found out, that you could play the original Fatal Frame 2 on the PS3, but that thing's broken now. So yeah, so yeah, it's like to summarize, like it's a timeline of events, like growing up with FNAF, uh, influence of other people around me, and then like Resident Evil is like the big push that got me into horror. And now, I'm going to see The Passenger next week. Then after that, I'm going to see The Backrooms. Then I think the Scary Movie is also right. Like Scary Movie. Scary Movie is not a scary movie. It's not a horror movie. But yeah, I have like a packed like schedule next in the following weeks. Because again, I am going to be watching a new movie every almost every week. So it's Passenger, Backrooms, Scary Movie. I don't know if I'm gonna watch the Amazing Digital Circus movie. The Stain. What is this? Seems like a horror movie. Huh. Oh, Supergirl, but that's not like later. I know I saw a new Insidious movie, like when I was like Evil Dead. That's in July. Oh, Brand New Day is also in July. What? Seriously? Thought that was in December. Was it like? What was in December? Oh, Insidious is in August. So I'm gonna be seeing like a brand new movie every month. So yeah. So yeah, like I like horror now, and I don't know if I really explained it properly to why I came to love horror. But yeah. Also, if I'm gonna do something I guess it's just like a slow acclimation to horror is what really got me into it. It's like just this slow build up of like exposure to it, that and I guess I just like slowly explored it over the years of that curiosity of like what is horror. And I'm still exploring. I'm not gonna act like, oh, I'm a horror expert now because I like horror all of a sudden. No, I'm still like new to this genre. I'm still a fledgling, and yeah, I'm starting by seeing more horror movies. I got a bunch of horror books like Head Full of Ghosts, The Yellow Wallpaper. I said a bunch, but there's only two. But yeah, I'm also looking at like more books to get. And yeah, but I'm just gonna finish the ones that I currently have before I get more books, because I don't want a backlog as huge as like my game backlog. I have like a lot of games that I haven't played that I really need to get into, but you know, I've been busy. But yeah, for the books I'm just gonna take it one step at a time. And for the movies, yeah, like, you know, I can go once a week to the cinema every Tuesday, because like, for some of you who don't know, like Hoyt's here in Australia has this like cheap Tuesday promo. So like every Tuesday, cinema ticket is only like $13. So it's pretty affordable to go to the cinema every week. So yeah. Anyway, I think I rambled on for too long, and I still have to edit this video. It's just gonna be me talking about horror and stuff like that. So yeah, thanks for listening, and maybe I'll do a better video next time. But yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's about it. See ya. Enjoy the rest of your day or evening.